Hey, it's Tony here at Smart Toyota in Madison, Wisconsin. Here's that 2022 Toyota Sienna XLE edition. XLE is the middle of the road. In this video, we're going to walk around, check out the exterior, and then we'll dive inside. Let's get started. Toyota Sienna, the best-selling minivan in America, and 2021 it had a complete redesign. And so this is a 2022 with the new style. XLE middle of the road trim. This is a standard edition with some nice accessories. Love the headlight assembly on this Sienna, the new Sienna. Much more sporty, more aggressive. LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, turn signals, high beams, low beams, wrap around with the LED marker lamps here. And then the XLE trim has a chrome trim going around the front into the front upper grille. This is of course a hybrid. That's the only way they come anymore, so that's a blue badge. Behind there is the dynamic radar cruise control sensors. Down on the lower bumper we've got a slatted grille down here, kind of a matte black gunmetal gray finish, not painted, so no scratches. Don't have to worry about the paint getting scratched. Parking sensors right here in the bumper to assist with parking. And then down on the lower bumper, LED fog lights. Again, chrome trim all the way around the bottom there. And then the lower air dam is also the matte black ABS trim. So this is a midnight black metallic. And you don't see a lot of black minivans on the road, but definitely helps with the sporty look they're going for on the Sienna. Love the new body lines. Wheels on the XLE trim. This is a gunmetal gray painted alloy wheel on there, and that's going to be a 17-inch alloy wheel fitted with a 235/65R all-season tire. Four-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock brakes, traction controller. Standard on here. Chrome lug nuts there on the edge. And it does have a nice low profile with the lower body kit, if you will, on here. Integrated mud guards. Here's your lower rocker panel that brings it down very low to the ground. There is a kick sensor for the power door right here. Allows you just to pass your foot underneath there, and the power door opens. So you have a power door on both driver and passenger side, as well as the rear tailgate. That's going to be power. This one does have the factory edge guards or body side moldings here, so this is going to be an extra charge, and those are going to run $209. Those mud guards are also an extra charge for $149. Colored to match outside mirrors. XLE does not have turn signals in the mirrors, but they do fold in and they do break away. We have blind spot monitoring. They're also heated and they're also power operated. Again, chrome up over the windowsill and chrome on the door handle, standard on the XLE. All of your back windows do have privacy glass on there. XLE trim comes standard with the power sliding moonroof. This one has the roof rail system. The roof rails are extra, $150. As I said, the moonroof is standard, so not an extra charge built into the standard price. Shark fin antenna. That's going to be a matte black, not painted shark fin antenna. Love the profile of this. Definitely a lower to the ground and has a lower step up. So if you have older folks or little kids that are trying to get in, it's going to make it really easy to get in. The rear taillights are pretty interesting. They kind of come over the edge in like a teardrop design. The bezels are all black. Here's a vortex generator right here. Helps with wind noise and wind resistance. As we slide around to the back, we've got chrome badging for XLE and hybrid. The Sienna badge is all blacked out. Blue Toyota badge here. And you can see up here we've got privacy glass, rear window defrost, rear washer wiper. Our spoiler up top is painted color to match. And then your third brake light is actually behind the glass here, so you can't see it. It's nice that it's there because then when you wash off the window, you don't have to wipe this off separately. It's all part of the rear tailgate. Lower bumper is the matte black finish, unpainted. Parking sensors are here, and then over here we have the reflectors as well. I'll give you a quick look up underneath. This is a hybrid. This is not the all-wheel drive edition, but this gives you a look at the suspension underneath there. As I mentioned, it does have an independent front and rear suspension, so a super smooth ride. The Sienna has a very long wheelbase. If my memory serves me, that's a 120-inch wheelbase, so it really provides a smooth ride for the front driver and center row passengers. We'll go inside here in just a few minutes. I'll show you all the great interior features on there. And then of course you do have smart keyless entry system, so the remote key fobs for opening and closing, you know, your tailgates, your side gates, all can be done with the remote fob here. So you've got 3 power doors on there. Let's go ahead and swing back around front. I want to go ahead and pop that hood and we'll take a look at the engine, and then after that we'll go inside. For 2022, the Sienna has just one engine, so it is a 4-cylinder gasoline engine on the left, but then it's also a hybrid, so you've got the hybrid motor here on the right. So it's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder 16 valve with variable valve timing, direct injection. The transmission is a CVT automatic transmission, and then over on this side is the hybrid componentries, the motor and such. So talking about the engine and the transmission, we're looking at 243 combined fuel economy city and highway. 36 miles per gallon out on the highway, which, take a look at this. This is a huge vehicle. It is, this one here is what, a 7-passenger minivan with 36 miles per gallon. That's better than a Toyota Corolla, by the way. The engine and transmission have a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty, no deductible. The hybrid system, the mechanics of the hybrid system, that has a let's say an 8-year, 100,000 mile warranty on the mechanical system. And then the hybrid warranty has a 10-year, 150,000 mile warranty, and no deductibles on either one of those. Of course, you also get Toyota Care, and that's going to cover basic maintenance like oil changes, fluid top-offs, and tire rotations. Toyota Care gives you that coverage, no additional charge, for 2 years, 25,000 miles. And that will save you hundreds of dollars in maintenance expense over the first 2 years of operation. So let's go ahead and dive inside and take a look at all the interior features. Heading inside the front seat, I'm just going to stop here on the door and give you the lowdown. So the door panel on this is a light gray door upper, and then a dark gray panels on the lower. It does have a padded armrest here, silver trim on the door handle, and this is also some silver trim here for added styling. On the inside, we're going to see some of this faux wood, kind of like a brown wood grain look. One touch up and down on all 4 windows, so even on the back door windows, these back doors have one touch up and down on those, as well as the front doors. We also have power door locks, power mirrors. There's a little storage cubby that goes down in here into a pocket there. Bottle holders down on the door. There's a speaker here on the door, and then there's also a puddle light down there on the door as well. Take a look at our driver's seat. Now on the Sienna for 2022, the hybrid battery is actually underneath these seats, so this is going to be a vent right here to allow for cooling of the hybrid battery. The driver's seat, or I should say all the seats, are a Softech fabric seat, and you can see this one is gray. There's a pattern to it. I'm not sure it's going to show up on the camera. We do have height adjustable headrest. We also have height adjustable seat belts. Side impact airbags that are built into the seat, so as you move the seat forward, the airbags move with you. You can see it's a full power seat with a power recliner and power lumbar support, but this is a 4-way lumbar, so it goes in and out, also goes up and down, just so you can get it to hit the sweet spot on your back and your lumbar. Over on the dashboard on this side, there's 4 of these vents, up, down, left, and right, but they also have on and off switches. More of that silver trim that we saw here. and then light gray on the upper dash here, and then it goes down into that dark gray. There's a little storage cubby right here. What's interesting is this is a rubber liner right here, so stuff won't rattle around in there. And then down here we have some additional buttons: traction control on and off, auto high beam on and off, dimmer switch for your dash light, and then your trip reset is right there. Down here we have the gas door release, power sliding door on and off, hood release, dead pedal, parking, and accelerator exactly where you'd expect them. We do have a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. It is like a vise, it's not power, so you tighten it up, move it in, up and down, and then latch it back into place. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Behind the wheel on the Sienna up front, just want to give you the driver's perspective. I pretty much have the camera right up against my nose just to give you an overall feel for how much room there is up here. And of course there's a tremendous amount of room in the Sienna. Also, I've got this driver's seat all the way back, so I did want to demonstrate the leg room, and you can see my feet just touch the pedal. So if you're a 6-footer, I think you're going to be fine in terms of leg room in the Sienna. Take a look at the steering wheel. So on the XLE, this is a leather wrapped steering wheel. It's not heated. That's not standard. It's available. Controls for your information center are over here, Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone, voice activation, and you can change the radio stations here. Of course, we have a driver's side airbag here, and then over on this side here, we've got controls for cruise control, dynamic radar cruise control settings, lane departure on and off, and we can change the radio stations. Up here, we've got our washer wipers, and on the Sienna, you do have a rear washer wiper with intermittent settings. And then over on this side here, we've got our headlights. We've got auto on and off for headlights, and then our LED fog lights are here. Let's go ahead and start this bad boy up. It's getting warm in here. The Sienna XLE does come with push button start, so you just put your foot on the brake and away you go. So, give you a quick lowdown on the gauge cluster. It is a white on black backlit gauge cluster. On this side of the gauge cluster is where we have our charging system for our hybrid synergy system, engine temperature controls, the information center's here, we'll come back to that, speedometer and fuel gauge are here, and then there is an indicator of where the gas door is. It's over on the driver's side of the vehicle. We'll take a look at the center information center. So we've got outside temperature, we've got a digital speedometer, trip meters, clock, that type of thing. And then we can also toggle through using the fingertip controls to do our own setting on our audio settings, our trip meter, our safety sense. So there's a variety of information that can be controlled right here on the steering wheel, just using the controls right here. Really easy to read, very clear, especially at night, super easy to read. Turning our attention to the center stack. So up top, we've got a kind of a tablet style infotainment center stack, if you will. A couple things to talk about here. Because this is a hybrid, we do have the hybrid monitoring system on here. It does have a map button, but it does not have navigation. It's an app that can be installed on your smartphone and run it right off your smartphone. As far as audio features, we've got AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio. You do get a 3-month subscription of the premium, and then it's a monthly service fee. The sound system also has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it's Alexa compatible. So pretty easy to see. It doesn't obstruct your view when you're driving. It's a nice big clear screen. And then we do have built into the screen, there's our backup camera. And that's a nice big screen as well. So really easy to see out the back with that backup camera. Moving down the center stack here, the next system we have is going to be the heating and air conditioning. So we have automatic temperature control for front driver, front passenger, and then there's a third system for the back seat. So you have rear air conditioning for your back seat passengers. Heated seats up front for the XLE trim. They're not ventilated, just the front seats, 3 different temperatures. Here's the other one over here for the passenger. We've got our 4-way flasher here. Start-stop button is here. Now on the XLE trim, They do not have wireless charging on the standard XLE. There's an upgraded package. This is just your standard XLE trim. So this does not have wireless charging right here. This is just a storage shelf, kind of a landing spot for things like your glasses and such. There is a USB plug here. If you need to plug your phone in, you can do it right there. And then there's two cup holders here and here, and this one has a slot in it. And the nice thing about the slot is you can just drop your phone in like that, and you can keep going. Moving further back, you can see more of that wood trim, that faux wood trim. Electric parking brake. Turn this off. Electric parking brake, brake hold. EV mode controller is right here. And then your drive modes for your Eco, Normal, and Sport are there as well. Coming back a little bit further, there's a place right here. You can throw your smartphone. If you have a small tablet, that'll fit in there. But if you pop this open, then there's also cup holders down there, two cup holders. So a couple different places to throw your phone. But again, no wireless charging in the standard XLE package. Let's take a look at the armrest. It's a split armrest here, padded. And then in the center here is a nice big storage compartment. Let me pop that open so you can see that. So really nice and deep. Goes way down in there. You could lose small animals in there. There's a USB-C and a standard USB charging port there. If I turn the light down, you can see they're backlit with a pale blue, so it makes it easy to see those at night. And then this all closes up. Away you go. Now the other thing that's really interesting to me on the Sienna is this area down here. So Toyota calls this center console here, they call it the bridge. And down below the bridge, we've got some storage. So there's a nice big open area. There's a couple different slots here where you can throw odds and ends so they don't slide around. And then there's also a 12-volt power outlet down there. So nice place to throw your handbag, your computer bag, what have you, can all just hang out down there. Here's a quick look at the passenger seat. Same features we saw in the driver's seat. We do have a passenger assist grip up top there. We do have lighted vanity mirrors on both sides with visor sliding, so you can slide it in and out like so. On both sides there's a paper clip here. XLE, as I mentioned, on the outside does come with the power sliding moonroof, and the controls to open and close that are all right here. So if I want to open this moonroof up all the way, I can do that right here. And then there's some additional controls up here, including overhead lighting, lighting throughout, safety connect for roadside assistance. There's a kid catcher convex mirror up there so you can see the back seat. This has an automatic dimming mirror, and there's 3 different garage door openers because we have HomeLink on there as well. So the XLE trim has a lot of great features up front. Little places to store stuff, like this huge glove box down here. Love the trim on this and the way it lays out. So really spacious, a lot of storage. But let's go ahead and move into the back seat and check that out. Heading into the back seat, I just wanted to start on the outside. So I mentioned before that there's kick controls for the back doors. You can kick your foot under there to open and close them. That's kind of nice. Those won't operate though if the front doors are open. So you got to have the front doors closed, and you have to have the key fob on you, and then the kicks will work at that point. Take a look at how wide that door opens too. And then the step up is really low, good for if you have senior parents or small children. There's a passenger assist handle here that runs the full length of the door essentially, and it's actually rubber coated on the back side, so it's slip resistant, so it makes it easier for folks to get in and out. There's also a button on the side here if you want to close the door, or you can just tug on the door handle. Now I would say Sienna probably has the most versatile seating system, personal opinion, but first off I will say these seats don't come out. And people often ask them, why not? Well, because the airbags are actually mounted in these seats, so they move forward with you. So in the interest of safety, Toyota set it up so that the airbag seats won't come out. But what is great about these seats is they're on this really long track that goes all the way forward and back. so it gives you the ability to move it all the way ahead. But do not take those seats out from a safety perspective. Folding armrest on both front bucket seats up front. Notice the seat belt is built into the seat, so that moves with you as well. This seat here can be moved forward just by pulling on this handle and swinging it ahead like so, and that's with the seat folded down. So if little ones are trying to get in and out of the back, it's pretty easy to do that. I'm going to bring this back, and I'm going to pop this up, and then it folds up like that, and now I can bring it forward a little bit further if I want to, like so. So there's a lot of room to be able to get in and out. And then the other thing is the seat does slide all the way back to the back seat. And now take a look at how much room there is. So a lot of versatility in moving those seats around. I'm just going to jump in here. So look at the leg room here now that that seat's all the way back. It's quite a bit. Pockets on the backs of both seats. There's USB ports here, place to hang headphones, cup holders, storage cubby down there, bottle holders in the doors, speakers in the doors, power windows on both back doors. There are shades that come up and down, passenger assist grips, rear air vents, air conditioning vents, lighting, overhead controls right here for the heating and air conditioning, automatic temperature control. So the back passengers can adjust and make themselves comfortable. Pretty cool. A lot of room up front from back here, that's for sure. I'm just going to slide into the back seat here. So I'm going to show you the some of the features back here for the back seat passengers. So there's 3 seat belts on this seat. There's USB chargers here, cup and bottle holders here. One's big, one's small. Maybe this fits a sippy cup or something, I don't know. There's a vent up here. There's side curtain airbags in the back seat. Same thing over here. Dual cup holders. There's no charging on this side. It's only on this side over here. But it's definitely comfortable enough for 2 adults to ride back here, or 3 little ones very, very easy. So let's go ahead and jump out. We'll pop the trunk and show you what's back there. Okay, heading into the back, mentioned earlier, I wanted to show you again that the back door has a kick sensor. So you just run your foot under there and away it goes, up and goes and out of your way. Now this tailgate goes up really, really high, but the great thing about this Sienna is you can program it to a certain height. So if you have a low garage door, you're going to be able to program it so it doesn't go up and hit your garage door. Huge opening in the back here. No problem getting big items in here. Before I dive in, I want to show you that there are speakers back here as well on the tailgate, so this is going to make a real nice tailgate when you head up to Lambeau to watch the game. Diving inside, before I fold the seats down, I want to show you the room here. Amazing amount of room. I believe it's just under 50 inches from the bottom of there to the top of the sill, and then there is a light right here as well. There's some storage over on this side right here. There's places for cargo nets. It does not come with cargo nets. It's an accessory you can buy through the parts department if you're looking for one. The seats, they fold down 60-40%. And they're super easy to fold down. I guess it's like 8 pounds of pressure. So you grab this handle right here and just step back and let it drop down in, and away it goes. So one hand, no problem. Then just give it a little push down, and then there's this panel that's designed to bridge the gap for that. So that seat's boom down, really easy. Take a look at how much room there is going up in there. And then I've got that seat up front full, all the way to the back of the front seats. So really easy to get them in and out. Headrests are adjustable up and down, and you can also bring them down like that. There's also grocery bag hooks here for plastic grocery bags. And then when you want to bring this thing up, it's easy as well. All you do is grab this handle, move it forward, let it do its deal, drops into place, and just grab this one right here, pull it back 1 or 2 fingers, and boom, it's where it needs to be. And the folks, when they sit in there, they can adjust it to whatever recline position they want. There are 3 headrests back here as well. There's also child safety seat anchors for your kiddos. So a tremendous amount of room, but also very, very easy to fold up, down, what have you. So there it is. That's the 2022 Toyota Sienna XLE edition. This is the standard level of the XLE. A lot of great features on here. Hey, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the description. I'll do my best to answer them. And then if you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. This particular one is sold, pretty much like everything else is, but it was sold by Rodney Potter. Rodney's one of our top sales guys, and if you're interested in buying one, I strongly recommend that you give Rodney a call, and he'll be able to help you out. This is Tony here at Smart Toyota. Thanks for watching.